Welcome to another long-form video. Today I'm going to be doing a full walkthrough of the Gorilla Tag virtual stump map Monkey up by Styled Snail. And as you can see, we've got a long way to go. No time to waste, let's get it started. Alright, let's just get it started. So, the reason I decided to make this was simply enough because even though it might seem like a pretty straightforward map, there's a lot of tips and tricks that you need to know, as well as some really nice skips that can save you a lot of time, which I'm going to be explaining. The first parts don't need any explaining though, so we're just gonna go through them, and you can watch what I'm doing if you really need some assistance. Top of the trunk. And I'm going to be showing the safest way to do this, which means less chance of you falling. You're going to need to learn pinch climbing. Simply enough, it's what I'm doing right now. It's impossible to do this map without pinch climbing. Not completely impossible, but it makes it a lot easier. Just like that part here. Just a quick side note, anything you see that's hollow has no hitbox, so don't try that. So what we're going to do here is just going to push off of this, and then jump off here. There we go. Can skip those. Over to here. And again, hollow, but please note that these walls are slippery. You cannot jump off them. Do not touch any wall of the house. Jump here, onto here, and once we're on here, push up here. Again, the house is slippery, and I will fall all the way down if I try and touch it. Jump onto this leg of the table, and more pinch climbing. Slowly make our way up, and jump over here. Now we have ice skip. This is going to save you a whole lot of time, because that's the normal path. As you can see, it's much longer, and you can't really tell from here because of the giant statue in the middle, but what we're going to do is we're going to push off of here, aim for about that part of the ice, and we're just going to push off 3 bits of ice. 1, 2, 3, and once we reach here, we're going to pinch climb onto this, and go up. However, if you are a little bit short on there, you can pinch climb up here instead. Now, at the top part, we're gonna put one hand like this, and we're gonna push off. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. And that's how you do ice skip. I have nothing else to say for now. This part actually might need some explaining. Assuming enough, we're going to land on this part in the middle, on the left side of this line. Then we're going to jump to the other side, back and forth, while also making our way up. This line is the best indicator you can use. And then we go all the way around, being careful not to fall down the middle. Gonna jump to here, pinch climb, make sure to keep your hand away from here or else it might shoot you off. And then we're just gonna jump up onto here. Up to here, onto this, and just make our way up. You might not even be watching this video for the tutorial. You might just be watching it for, well, probably, I don't know, but it might just be, oh, I completely forgot what I was gonna say. That's fine, I have a lot of time. Again, with the hollow things not having a hitbox. Including this. Up the castle walls. You might just be watching this for the ice skip, or how to do some of the other skips. Like the one at the top of this staircase. Well, past that actually, but it's pretty close. And this is just a long, boring climb. Let me speed it up a little. There we go, we're at the top. We're making it pretty far so far. So I'd be really careful not to fall. Next, jump to here. Skip that one. There's no need to go on that one, we can just skip straight to here. And also to this one. Now this is a bit of a tricky jump since it tilts down. Just need to pinch on that, and then lean over. And then, oh, almost got caught there, but that's fine. And as you can see, everything below us has turned yellow. This indicates we're about to enter the next section. Now, this is the best skip you can do. What we're going to do, we're going to go over here. Yeah, just pinch, climb, and push off of that. You can go all the way to the top and push if you want, either way it doesn't matter. Now, this is essential to skip, because otherwise, it's an extremely hard parkour part, and we can't do another major skip after, so it's really important that you do this. Jump to this one, don't be scared. Tilt around. Start coming up. And I'm probably going to fail this a couple of times, but what we're going to do is we're going to let go and push off. Now, this is really, really difficult. Even though I've done it a lot of times, I still find it difficult. But you should be able to land up here, just like that. Oh, would you look at that? We are now officially on the second level of Monke Up. From here, it obviously gets a lot harder, but we're just going to see how it goes. Alright, part 2. We're going to go all the way up here. And as you can see, yep, it's very long. Up there is the actual end, I think. And yeah, we've got a long ways to go. So let's just get it started. This is just simple parkour. We've loaded into the skybox. Now, that rock skip was very important because it skips a extremely hard jump, so it's a good thing to do the rock skip. The jump that you would normally have to do is basically a giant, like, ice slide, which is really hard to do precisely. It's over there. You'd have to go all the way down there and land on one of these scattered platforms. But yeah. Alright, we're just gonna jump to this one and follow this path. ATM skip. This one can be really, really difficult, but what I'd recommend doing is going to the right side, so that if you fall off, you'll land back on there, which should just take you straight back to rock skip, so you don't lose too much progress. Alright, let's go. Once we're at the top of here, simply enough, we're just going to jump off and to the right, and catch the wall. Pitch climb up. Takes a lot of practice, but it should be good. You don't need to jump on every single one of these candy canes. I skip, like, the majority of them. Jump up here, and towards this. You may get a little bit nervous at this point, considering how high up you are. And I just fell. Okay. As I was saying, you may get a little bit nervous up at this point because of how high up you are, and that can cause you to fall. Which, very conveniently, caused me to fall. I'm not nervous though, I've beaten this before. Twice, actually. And now, hopefully, you can too. Like that. Simple. This part over here is a very nice, relaxing section. There's no troubles. There's nothing too particularly difficult until we reach the next part. It's sort of a nice break, but it ends way too quickly. Not gonna be a piece for long. Because the mountain slide is by far the hardest part of this whole course. Alright, we're now at the mountain slides, and we've got a long path to go. Now the reason why the mountain slides are so difficult is because you really need to master pinch climbing to do this. Because you need to pinch climb like this. And if you know how to pinch climb, doing it at an angle like this is not even remotely easy. However, since I've done this enough times, I'm pretty used to it. But you are probably going to need a lot of practice to do this. As a fun fact, I say it's the hardest, but I actually beat the purple slides on my first try. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, all the way down at the ATM sign, we were at the third part. I just completely forgot to mention that. But it's fine. You need to go up this one. Now this can be very nerve-wracking because you're very much hanging off the edge. So if you do fall, you're going all the way down. But for me, this whole recording has been done in one go. So that's pretty nice. This is the hardest part. You have to go all the way around. Just like that. And then we're going down a lot more, which is annoying. And then just some more pinch climbing. Yes, this whole entire mountain slide section is pinch climbing. And oh my god. Here we are. We've still got a lot more to go. And up there is the final layer. So do not take the ice path. Take the crates. I would greatly recommend it, due to the fact the ice path just takes a while and it's really difficult, while the crates path doesn't take that long and is easier than the ice path. So I don't know why you would not take the crates path, unless you're extremely good at ice. And then we jump onto here. Now this is by far the second hardest part in my opinion. Because, well, I don't know, it's just really difficult. Getting all these jumps precisely, and the fact you're so high, you just feel really nervous, and you might slip up. But that's okay, because you have as many tries as you need. How convenient that Snail updated Monke up like 2 days before I recorded this, because there used to be a really annoying bug which made it almost impossible to see, like at some sections, because the skybox got in the way, but he made the skybox actually transition instead of all skyboxes always being there, which just makes it that much easier. Big jump. Here. And a long jump this time, actually. For these crates. Just a long line of crates, really. I'll probably speed this part up too. Okay. Now this. Pinch climb like this. Just shuffle yourself along. Trust me, it's much better to be safe than to be sorry. And once we reach this part, just jump. Trust me, jump. You might want to jump to that area because you can catch yourself if you somehow manage to overshoot that. I don't think it's even possible to overshoot. Alright. Jump into this. And got a long series of poles to pinch climb. This part's pretty easy, but can also be a bit nerve-wracking. And this is why I say you need to master pinch climbing. It's used in almost every single part of this map. Now we reach the cosmetics. Silver hat, chef's hat, bow tie, banana, got a mask, whatever the hell that is, pot. Yeah, I'm not gonna read out every single name. Okay. Oh my god, this looks wrong. This looks very wrong. Sir, are you okay? Delicious. Yeah, do not fall into the middle of that. I fell down there once because I didn't realise that the plunge just ended there, which is my bad. Sorry. I just randomly keep checking to see if I'm still recording because, yeah, I don't want to actually misrecord. This is pretty tricky. We need to do some sort of weird movement to not fall like I almost just did. Something you can do is to jump off here and push off like that. And there's another one behind me because I always forget this one's over here. Okay, onto here. And as we go up here, we are officially at the final section. We're very close to the end. Alright. Come on now. Yep, we can see the skybox now. Oh boy. This one. Pinch climb. As you can see, the skybox is still a little bit glitchy. But knowing Snail, he's probably not going to fix it. Now for this one, do not pinch climb up it, because we can just do this. And for this one, you also don't need to pinch climb. You just go straight along here. Right. Now this one I would definitely pinch climb, because this is pretty much just the same as the forest walls. And we're gonna skip over some just to make our lives a whole lot easier. Whole lot easier. Now, be aware these bones do reduce the distance you jump, so be careful when jumping off them. And here, we're on Lucy's skull. I didn't know she had so many. Up here. And up there's the end. You would know that if you watched the Monkey Up short. And here we go. One last thing to be careful of. That's slippery. Only the wooden parts are not slippery. Oh yeah, don't forget some of these are hollow. So make sure you check before going onto them. Do not want to make a mistake at this point. Because Snail's evil. You can very clearly see that one's safe. And that one isn't. Now do not jump onto there. As I said before, this is also slippery. So going onto here will just get you knocked off. So I'm just going to push myself down here. And onto here. Yep, that's hollow. That's why you always need to check. I can tell this one isn't. Neither is this one, or this one. Well, we're on a roll here. This one is. Because Snail is an evil person who is amazing for making this map. And there we go. The monkeys. And once you touch one of the cakes in the middle, you'll be automatically teleported back to the main game. Well, to the bottom. Unless he's changed it, I don't know. But there's also a nice little glider down here. And we're gonna have some fun. And there we go. Honestly, an absolutely amazing map. I love it. If this tutorial helped you, consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. Thank you. This took me a long time to make, so I'd appreciate it. Bye.